Tomorrow, the Jackie Robinson Family YMCA will celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., bringing the community together for the 41st annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Human Dignity Awards breakfast. Joining us now to tell us more about the big turnout expected and the trailblazers being honored is the event's chair, Dee Sanford. Dee, thanks for being with us
Thank
today.
you, Carlo, for having me come over.
It's a pleasure. You're also a longtime board member and a longtime chair of this event.
Since 1999.
Yeah, it could almost be called the Dee Sanford event, but I digress. So today is Dr. Martin Luther King's, it would have been his birthday. He would have been 97 today. Is there a part of his legacy that you think is especially relevant and important today?
Yes, the desire for everyone to be equal, to have opportunity and justice. And if there's anything that we need today, it's justice. Because we're finding, and I mean, it's a whole nother conversation. I really don't want to take our time for that. But justice. Justice for all, equality and equal opportunity.
Are we moving forward with that, or are we moving backward with that?
At this particular time, we are not moving forward. But you know, one of the things that I just have to say is hard, and my daddy was in the civil rights movement, as hard as we and my parents and my grandparents and their parents work to move forward, there are people who are resisting.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that keeps us from making the leap and being able to stay.
Yeah, and every time there's a step forward, there's a lot of people that want to take that step.
Oh, they don't want that. They don't want that.
So, you know, as a young woman, how did he impact your life?
You know, Dr. King was such a leader.
Yeah.
And I was a young woman. He was such a leader and so impactful and such a presence that everybody knew about Dr. King. Everybody knew about Dr. King. And so his life and his legacy and his presentations, his speeches, his charisma, all of those things impacted us during the time that he was alive. I also had the opportunity to go to the hotel, the Lorraine Motel, where he was assassinated. I took a side trip there.
That had to be quite a somber moment.
Oh my God, and then I met Reverend Kyle, who actually invited Dr. King to come to Memphis to speak to the sanitation workers who were on strike. And his presentation, we invited him to come and make the presentation at one of our King breakfasts some years ago when we were at the Scottish Rite. There was not a dry eye in the house because he was there.
So you've really felt the connection. Don't have a ton of time, so let's talk about the event itself. So the Human Dignity Awards, what are these for? What type of people are being recognized?
People who are making contributions and significant contributions in the community, touching children's lives, making things better for adults, low-income people, the disabled, doing so many different things to lift people up. This year, we're blessed to be able to honor Dr. Leonard Thompson III, who's very, very well known. He owns Mandate Records, and he is the audio-visual champion. He does events. He mentors young people, helping them to learn how to operate in audio-visual, in television, the radio, those kinds of things. And we're also honoring Reverend Walter Wells, who has been the pastor of Mount Erie Church for a number of decades. So we're really, really excited about honoring these two gentlemen.
So we don't have a lot of time left. I do want to ask, so are there still tickets available for this?
Tickets are still available, and you can probably show up and get a seat. But if you want to get a ticket tonight, you go to ymcasd.org/MLK.
And what are the funds for this? This has evolved into a fundraiser, right? Just quickly, what's this money going toward?
Well, as you know, the Jackie Robinson Family YMCA is located in a high-risk area. And so many of our young people who come, our children and families who come, are low income. What happens is we are able to underwrite their memberships and their involvement with funds that come from this as scholarship funds for them to be able to participate so that no child is turned away.
So by honoring the previous generation, we're boosting the next generation.
That's correct.
All right.
And these are the leaders of tomorrow.
Exactly.
So we want them to have every opportunity that a child in any part of the city would have.
It's a great place for them to learn.
It is.
Dee Sanford with the Jackie Robinson YMCA and the Martin Luther King breakfast. Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you, Carlo. One day you'll have to come and join us.
I do. You know what? I will. I promise.
Please do.
I'll do that.
Thank
you so
you.
much.